Hey, you're finally home? I was starting to get really worried about you. I didn't have a text from you or anything, and oh, well, hold on. No, I'm I'm sorry. I knew you were at work today. I wasn't. No, I know you were busy. I'm sorry. That wasn't meant to sound accusational. No, I obviously I don't want you texting and driving. I know that you were busy at work. Honey, is everything okay? Well, and I mean this in the best way possible, but you did kind of just blow up on me for mentioning that I hadn't heard from you. So, well, you don't usually do that. Come on, talk to me. Is everything okay? Oh, hey, come here. No, no, you don't. You don't have to say anything. Seriously, just come here. There you go. You can sit down. You don't have to explain yourself. Well, now that you're closer, you definitely look exhausted. And before you say it, don't tell me you're fine. Because you always say that you're fine, even when you're obviously not. So, how about we don't do that tonight? Honey, we've both been practicing our communication skills. Yeah, we both have a bad habit of thinking that we need to take everything on ourselves. So let's just drop the pretense. You don't have to pretend with me. Honey, you had a bad day. That's all. What? Babe, no. A bad day doesn't mean you failed. Hold on, honey. Why do you think you failed? Honey, that's no. I can imagine that's frustrating, but honey, you didn't fail. I mean, at worst you made a mistake, but from where I'm sitting, I don't even know that I would call it a mistake. It doesn't mean you're falling apart. It certainly doesn't mean you've suddenly become bad at everything. Honey, you just had a bad day. And I don't mean just as a way to take away from it, but you're allowed to have those. Yeah, you are. You don't have to be perfect all the time. And I mean, if I'm being completely honest, you just being yourself is already perfect. So, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm I'm really not trying to invalidate your feelings, honey. I figured I'd throw in a little bit of flirting to see if I could get you to smile, but you're right. It's not really the time for that. I'm sorry. I am listening. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, honey, I definitely understand why you're not feeling at your best, but again, I know it doesn't feel that simple right now, but it is. sometimes things just pile up. One little thing goes wrong, and then another, and another. And suddenly you're sitting here wondering why you can't seem to handle something that normally wouldn't even bother you. Honey, it's because you're tired. You've been carrying too much. And you've been expecting yourself to keep carrying it like it weighs nothing. You don't have to do that with me, honey. Okay? You can put it down tonight. Just for tonight. Look, I I do understand, but honey, you can't do anything else about it right now anyways. Whatever happened today, it's over. You don't have to solve it tonight. And it's not like stressing about it now is going to make it any better. You're just going to make yourself feel worse. Honey, I know that you overthink, and I know that when you've done something that you're not proud of, that you tend to overanalyze it, but you don't have to solve it tonight. You don't have to figure out what you should have said. You don't have to replay that conversation another 50 times in your head. And you definitely don't need to lie awake wondering if everyone secretly thinks you're a failure. Because you're not. And if anybody thinks that you're a failure over a little hiccup, then fuck them anyways. I know your brain's probably going to argue with me. It's very stubborn. But I'm more stubborn. So you're just going to have to listen to me for a minute, okay? You did your best today. Maybe your best wasn't perfect, and that's okay. Your best doesn't have to be flawless to count. You don't have to earn rest, honey. And you definitely don't have to earn it by meeting some productive quota. And you don't have to earn kindness by getting everything right. And you don't have to accomplish something impressive before you're allowed to be proud of yourself. You are allowed to just be. Yeah, be right here. Be with me. You don't have to worry about anything else. Hey, look at me for a second. That's cute, but I mean make eye contact with me, please. Stop looking away from me. I know both of us can get a little uncomfortable when the intense emotions come out, but bear with me, please. There you are. Listen to me, please. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not a disappointment. And you're not running out of time. You're just having a difficult moment. That's completely different. And you know what the best part about difficult moments is? They end. They always end. Maybe not immediately. Maybe tomorrow won't magically fix everything. But you don't need tomorrow to fix everything. You only need to get through tonight. And you don't have to do that alone. So, take a breath. Slowly. That's it. In and out. Good. Again. In. And out. There you go. You don't have to force yourself to be better. Just let yourself be tired. Let yourself be sad if you're sad. If you need to cry, you can cry. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to apologize for that either. I mean it. You don't have to apologize for needing me. You don't have to apologize for having a bad day. And you definitely don't have to apologize for wanting to be held for a while. Yeah, so come here. Bury yourself right in my chest. That's what it's there for. Well, and to hold my organs and stuff. Yeah, just like that. You can relax. I've got you. Nothing is expected of you right now. No decisions. No fixing things. No proving anything to anyone, not even yourself. Just breathe. Just breathe and let yourself be held for a little while. Honey, I love you. I'm your partner. Let me shoulder some of that burden with you tonight. You know, I wish there was a way that you could see yourself the way I see you. Because I don't look at you and see someone who failed today. You know what I see? I see someone who kept going even when today sucked. I see someone who got tired and still made it here. I see someone who cares so much that sometimes you put impossible expectations on yourself. And honestly, I think you could stand to be a little kinder to that person, especially when that person is you. So tonight, no beating yourself up. No deciding that one bad day says something terrible about you or your life. No comparing yourself to somebody else's highlight reel. No wondering why you're not farther ahead. You are enough. You are far enough. Nobody else has had the struggles that you've had. Nobody else has faced the challenges that you have. So you can't compare yourself to anybody else. So tonight, rest. And tomorrow can have tomorrow's problems. Tonight is just this room, this moment, a quiet breath, and someone reminding you that you're okay. You're okay, even if you're hurting. You're okay, even if you don't know what you're doing. You're okay, even if today wasn't your best day. You're still you, and you're still worth caring for and caring about. And I love you so much, no matter what. So close your eyes. No, you don't have to sleep. I'm not sending you to bed. Just close them. Now let your shoulders drop. There. Now unclench your jaw. You look so much more relaxed already. Take another slow breath. Good. That's it. You can stay right here as long as you need. I've got you. And when you're ready, we'll figure out tomorrow together. But not tonight. Tonight, you don't have to be strong. You don't have to be productive. You don't have to have all the answers. Hell, you don't have to have any answers. You just have to rest. You've done enough for today. You really have. So let yourself stop. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself be cared for. You are safe here. You are not a failure. You are not a burden. You are not behind. You are just tired. And tired people deserve rest. So rest, sweetheart. I've got you. You can let go now. Because tonight, I've got you in my arms. And I'm not going to let anything happen to you.